Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Table Talk. I'm your host, Jake Combs, and tonight we're going to be looking at Khagra's Ravagers, and we also got a box of the Stormvermin. So these have been around for a while, but this is actually the first time I've ever had a kit of those armored rats. So figured we'd go ahead and open them up, take a look at them. Now, we will be using a couple for our Skaven Warband for Warcry, and the rest will either go in a combination of the Bitspin and a Vermintide themed diorama I'm going to be working on. So we do have some rather simple instructions, basically just 3 pages of instructions, very little detail there to work out as far as how to put them together. Now, one thing I do like about these is the sockets where the arms go are curved just like the arms, so it actually allows you to rotate the arms for specific posing, so that way you have a little bit more control. And inside we have 4 different sprues. It looks like 2 of each sprue are the same. So we have this one right here that has basically all of our heads. It has our flag for the bear, our pole arms, some swords, and the bodies. And for a kit that's been around for 11 years, I'd say these look pretty dang good. I mean, there's quite a bit of detail in there. So I honestly was expecting them to be a little bit more plain with how old they were, but honestly, they fit very well with the current aesthetic, so I don't think that it's actually necessary to give these guys an update, at least not yet. Now the other one, this is just more of our bodies, more of the pole arms, the regular arms, and the various shields. I like that most of the shields do have some variation to them as well, so that way you're not going to get the exact same shield on every rat. But that's it for those. And looking at the number of bodies, it looks like we have about 20 total rats that we get in the set. So quite a few. A lot more than I'm going to need, for sure. Oops, forgot to put the bases away, which this kit does come with the old square bases and the round bases. I suspect for those that are still playing fantasy battles, since those were around from then as well. So now open up the Ravagers. Didn't notice that there was a little tape thing here, so I didn't grab my knife like I usually do. All right. So we have 2 sprues with the Ravagers, as well as our cards. So each sprue will have the bases. So this warband is only a total of 4 units. Has a Chaos Sorcerer and then 3 Chaos Warriors, and probably some of the most badass looking Chaos Warriors they've come out with individually. Fit very well with the recent Start Collecting box that they came out with for Slaves of Darkness. So they'll go quite well with that. This one with the shield on the back looks really awesome. And so that's actually for one of the warriors who's actually using a sword and an axe. But fantastic detail all the way across. Love the look of these guys. Can't wait to actually get them painted and assembled. Looking at them, like most, if not all, of the Warhammer Underworlds models, they do appear to be pushed to fit. So that'll make assembly much easier, for some people anyway. go. And I know that with this warband there's going to be some new abilities that we've yet to encounter before. I don't recall what they were, but just that they were there. Now we have our rule or our instruction guide, another 3 pages, very simple to follow, definitely push to fit, so no glue necessary, but personally I will definitely be gluing and filling in any gaps that I have left over. Now we're just going to take a look through this. So a lot of different cards, some great artwork, pulling from a lot of the different factions. Like we have the Hedonites, Lizard Men, the Lumineth Realm Lords. Pretty sure that guy's a Beastman. So definitely some cool stuff in here. Well worth looking at. Definitely looking forward to actually giving these guys a try. I know that our official review of the Direchasm game actually was posted not too long ago, and so I'll be sharing a link to that in the description of this video. Now I love keeping these cards in these little partial sleeve things, but they are such a pain to actually get back in place. So with this one, we have our Desecration Tokens card. We have our, actually, oh there we go, on the other side. So details about the Ravagers themselves, and we have the 4 cards themselves. Some decent looking artwork. Honestly does not give the models justice, or do them justice, however you want to phrase it. And then we have our standard blue and gold, or silver and gold, however you want to look at it. So victory points and abilities and whatnot, but definitely some cool artwork in here alone. Makes me wonder what's going on with that card. But compared to some of the other cards, I feel like some of the artwork is a little bit more lacking than usual for the cards. I don't know if it's just that some of the other cards from the other decks have been so overwhelmingly great that this one just looks poor in comparison. I mean, the artwork is still pretty cool to begin with, but we've definitely seen better from Underworlds. But when it comes to the models, by far, out of all of the warbands that they've released, this one right here, at least for the sculpts themselves and the fact that they're chaos, are definitely my favorite. You honestly can never go wrong with a good chaos warrior group. So I am a huge fan of chaos warriors. Pretty much every time I've gotten into Warhammer Fantasy or Age of Sigmar, you can bet that I was going to be fielding some Chaos Warriors at some point. So definitely looking forward to getting these guys on the table, put them with my start collecting box as well, and get them ready. Plus, they will also make some great stand-ins for the Slaves to Darkness warband for Warcry as well. So definitely something to look forward to. But that's it for tonight. I will catch you guys all next week, and make sure that when you guys go out, you are wearing a mask. It's very important. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Be safe. Good night.